My name's Emma and I'm the Operations Manager for Citizens Advice Doncaster. We are a local independent charity, part of Citizens Advice National Network, and we provide free, impartial advice to residents of Doncaster. The advice we provide could be on a number of subjects, not exclusive to debt, energy, benefit applications, housing, and maximising people's income. I feel some people's misconceptions are that for citizens advice you can just turn up and receive support there and then, and on some occasions that may be the case, but in most circumstances we do require people to either arrange a face-to-face appointment, or we can provide support via email, web chat, but we do try and ensure that people are offered a one-to-one appointment so that we can further investigate the problems that they present to us. A further misconception, I feel that people think that we offer support with legal advice. And unfortunately, legal advice is not something that we can do. We can support people to access legal services, but we're unable to support legal advice. So a recent example of somebody who's contacted us for advice was a gentleman who had recently moved into a rented property. He'd set up a payment plan. He was happy with the payments that he was paying for his utilities. And then out of the blue, he received a demand for £9,000. He tried to contact the energy provider without success and continued to receive final demands. So he contacted us at Citizens Advice for some help. The advisor looked through all of his meter readings with him, looked at all of the demand letters that he'd received, and immediately contacted the energy provider. £7,000 of that debt was written off immediately there and then on the telephone. And after the client went away and provided further up-to-date meter readings, it was also established that there was actually a fault with that meter. And a further £2,000 was written off a couple of weeks later. This debt had given the client severe anxieties. He was really worried about how he was going to meet the demands because he believed that he owed this money. And after just that one telephone call, £9,000 of debt was written off. Another example of a client who's accessed our services was a lady that turned up to one of our outreach locations. Throughout conversations at this drop-in appointment, the client confided in the advisor that she was actually a victim of domestic abuse, and that is why she was fleeing the situation at home. And an immediate referral was made to Doncaster's domestic abuse hub. They contacted the client immediately and started looking at support services for her to support her with the ability to be able to flee that domestic abuse situation, the ability to access some legal support to process with a divorce. And the advisor was also able to do a benefits calculation for this lady so she could confidently see how her finances were going to work out when she did leave this domestic abuse situation. So we can provide support with benefit applications, conducting benefit checks, and we can also support through our help to claim team for claimants that are looking at a new claim to universal credit, which can be very daunting for people. So our help to claim team can support people throughout that early stages of the application to ensure that they're receiving the finances that they're entitled to. I would say to anyone that's concerned or embarrassed about having to come to contact us at Citizens Advice is just to take that first step. We are all individuals, we've got families, we've all maybe been in the situations, we're all residents of Doncaster, and we understand the difficulties that people are now facing.